So I fly to Atlanta with my friend on December 9th, 2022. I'm texting Kelly saying, please, can we talk? Like, I don't want to text this out. And she's like, no, I don't want to be rude, but I don't want to talk to you. I'll never talk shit about you. I just want to be a fan. That's exactly part of her text. That did not prove to be true. So I had dinner plans that night. She wanted to chat, but remember, we're 3 hours time difference because I'm now in Atlanta on Eastern time. So it just didn't work out to where we could talk. So I had dinner with some people. And so she said, yes, I still want to go live. I still want to. So don't forget, she had to start the live. She was in control of that. I was still in trouble on Instagram. So we go live. I thought everything was normal. We talk afterwards and it did not go well. She basically kept saying, go back and watch the live show where you were in the airport and go back and watch the Thursday night show, the one night you were home. And I said, look, I can't. I don't have time. I'm with a friend. We've got all these plans. I don't have time to go. I said, but I promise you, I did not intend to be rude to you or dismissive or make you feel like a sidekick, And I said, but I don't know what else to do. I was dumbfounded. I've never really dealt with something like this, and I didn't know what to do. So then one of the chumps messages me and says, hey, did y'all not go live? Or did Kelly block me? He said, did Kelly block me because I can't watch y'all's Instagram live from tonight? And I'm like, what? So I go to Kelly's Instagram and it's gone. She's deleted her Instagram. And so I didn't know at that point, did she delete her Instagram? Did she block me? What have you? Because nobody knew anything. Our fans, the audience knew nothing. Okay, I hadn't said anything. I hadn't even told my friend Kathleen that I was with. So back up a little bit. Susan had a Facebook group that I was in. She was getting very, she would tell me anytime on Instagram Live that I had a troll. And they would tell me that they were part of a Mexican gang and they were out to get me and all of this stuff. It was crazy. I didn't even know what to think about all that. But going into this, that Saturday when I'm in Atlanta, people are messaging me, telling me that she was in that Facebook group, just saying all this horrific stuff, basically threatening that she's got DMs and she'll show it. And I basically made a story and said, show the DMs. I have nothing to hide. I never will. Like, I'm a facts girl. Show it. Well, she never did. But she was also saying things apparently like how I got my Watch What Happens Live ticket for the audience. And I'm like, I can literally prove that. Like, Annette can come on and say, hey, I gave her a ticket. Like, I invited her. The lies are so annoying and obnoxious. So I'm dealing with that on a Saturday when I'm hanging out with my friends. So finally on Sunday, I confide in my friend Kathleen and I tell her what's going on with the drama between me and Kelly because she would watch the show. She's a Bravo fan, but not really a Jeff Lewis fan, but she knew that I had an Instagram Live and she knew all of that. Well, I also realized I could go live, that the block had come off my Instagram. So it was like, I was no longer tied to Kelly. And so I leave Atlanta. I go to Athens. My girlfriend flies back because I was actually tying in this trip to go and get my daughter and drive back with her for Christmas break in her car. Okay. So there was kind of another stuff going on. Kelly wouldn't talk. I'm texting her. I've still got the text. Basically, it's, this is how I felt. This is how you made me feel. Go back and watch the shows. And I'm off. A few people later told me, oh, I saw Kelly rolling her eyes or putting her hands up in frustration. And I was like, well, if we're talking over each other, I can totally understand because that was an issue sometimes because we're both very chatty and we're on the Instagram Live. So I understood that, but also I thought, by then I knew podcasters that had been co-hosts and had these huge feuds, even like Alex Cooper with Call Her Daddy. So many podcasters have co-hosts and they end up having feuds. Well, that's something this girl, Susan from the Facebook group kept telling me was that Kelly was going to ruin me. Kelly was blocking so many people. She was making so many enemies. It was going to make our podcast go down. I was never going to get big because of Kelly and I needed to drop her. I mean, Susan was all up in my ear, but she was also a lover, apparently. So Sunday, December 11th, I get a very long text from Kelly. I didn't even reply. That is the last time either one of us have communicated directly. It went from a complete 180 from just a few days earlier to no communication at all. She had deleted her Instagram. It's now Monday, I think December 12th, I guess. I am in Athens in my hotel while my daughter's taking exams. So I've got all this free time. And I get a notification that what was it called? Like Radio Andy Fan, some Instagram account had come up. And I got a notification they'd made a post. I'm like, I don't follow that person. What is that? I realized Kelly had brought her Instagram back up, but changed the name from Jeff Lewis Chump to, I think, Radio Andy Fan. I think she later changed it to Radio Andy Kelly, not sure. And I'm like, holy shit. Then she starts posting and like making fun of me, and, hashtags were so cruel, and basically saying that I was a stalker and making fun of me for doing the podcast in my daughter's closet. Like, so many rude posts. I think by then we maybe blocked each other, or she blocked me, but other people were constantly sending me her screenshots of what she was posting. At some time, I wanted to know what she was saying because I wanted to know if she would calm down and stop. It has never stopped. It's almost 2 years later. She's never stopped. She's busier than ever with being a lover about me. So I go Instagram Live. I'm kind of sort of talking about it, but no, I'm just dumbfounded. I was so confused. But also, in this whole few months that we had and done a fan account, I'd already been effed over by other people. Go back. Remember the name KJ, the girl who had a ticket to the Hollywood House Lift premiere party with her husband? We were friendly. We would chat on the phone. I knew lots of stuff about her. I knew her career ambitions. I knew her personal stuff. All this stuff. All of a sudden, somebody sends me a Facebook post in another Facebook group that I'm not in, basically her obliterating me. And I'm like, OMG, like what in the hell is going on? So she had blocked me, all the things. She had become a lover. And I'm like, okay, this is weird. I have a thick skin, but I like to know, what did I do wrong? And I'm kind of like Jeff Lewis. I want to understand that I did wrong, and account for it and apologize and make changes. But when somebody just is nice to me on DM or on the phone, what have you, and then they think they're going to post about me on a Reddit thread that I don't see, or a mean Facebook group that they think I won't see, it's shocking. And that's been the worst part of having a fun fan account, is thinking I'm connecting with fans and friends about things, and then all of a sudden I see that they've said something just horrific about me, or they've been faking nice and they're absolutely not nice and they hate me. Ultimate betrayal.